Hi guys, so I said I was going to do Vlogmas and then promptly didn't post for a week and a half. Now I still seem to think that I can catch up and do all 25 posts. We'll see. So today's post is on how I pick my breeding pairs. So we're going to do that. And we'll go from there. So enjoy. So the secret to any breeding program, animals or otherwise, is to have goals for your breeding program. What do you want? And those goals are going to be dependent on what animals you're breeding and even what breeds. Thoroughbred horses generally have different goals than quarter horses, etc. So we're going to talk about the Muscovies and what my breeding goals are for them. Now, Muscovies are generally dual-purpose ducks, meaning they are egg layers and meat birds. But my program is focused on egg laying. Then secondarily, because my Muscovies live in the north when they're originally from the south, hardiness is important to me because they are more cold susceptible than some of my northern breeds are. And then temperament. And temperament has a couple different areas that I focus on. And then color. And color can be a little controversial because I don't breed for color to the detriment of the other things. I breed for color as in I have two possible bird pairs that are great egg laying, hardiness, and temperament pairs, and then I'm probably going to pick the one that has the better color options. Secondarily, I go for meat production. But that's not a huge focus of my program. So, in this, when looking at possible breeding pairs, I have drakes, and I have hens. So as far as hens go, my good layers are Carol, the ones that produce consistently, Yelena. Oops, sorry. As far as consistent egg producers that produce a lot, we have Peaches, Yelena. Quacky is a consistent producer, but she's very susceptible to stress and will stop laying. So I'm going to put her in pink over here because she's not like a great producer, but she's solid. So as far as hardiness goes, my hardiest hens are the ones that have lasted more than one winter, and that's Peaches, Yelena, Quacky. Of the hens, this is Dusk's second winter. Actually, Carol too. Carol has lasted many winters, but she really is not a consistent egg producer. Temperament, like I said, there are a couple different things that I'm looking for. In particular, I'm looking for 3 things with temperament. I'm looking for number 1, broodiness and mothering abilities for hens. Number 2, flock behaviors. And again, flock behaviors is going to change depending on what breed we're going at. Muscovies tend to be a little more patriarchal, for instance, and Konas tend to be a little more matriarchal. So for Muscovies, I'm looking for a patriarchal temperament, where my drakes are strong leaders, gentlemen to their hens, protective, watchful. For hens, I want hens that can stick up for themselves and others and will put drakes in their place as far as mating goes. But I also want hens that follow the drakes, listen to them. If a drake says you go in the coop, you go in the coop. Stuff like that. And then finally, we've got human friendliness in those. So, as far as temperament goes, Peaches and Yelena are great mothers. They are relatively friendly. All things considered, ducks are going to be a more aloof species. That's just how it goes. And they follow Bucky, their drake. And the same with Quacky. And Carol is a little more aloof than the others to humans. And the other thing about Carol is that she's not a super great mom. She'll be broody for like 2 weeks and then get bored. So red hits all of the points that I want. Pink is mostly hits it, and purple is like half. And then color producers, it really just depends on who I paired the drakes with. So as far as drakes go, let's look at what we've got. So egg laying, for drakes, we would be looking at their history. So for a drake, if I knew that Bucky came from a hen that tended to lay a lot of eggs, he would be a good egg-laying drake. I don't know that. I don't know who his parents were. Hardiness, we know Bucky is very hardy. He's human-friendly. He's not the best dad, I will say. Wanda was a better dad than Bucky. So he'll get a light green for that because he's not the best dad. But other than that, he's human-friendly and he's got the best flock temperament. And those things are both more important to me than him being a good dad. He doesn't bother the babies, so that doesn't matter as much to me. He's not actively attacking the babies. He accepts the babies for what they are and leaves them alone. But Wanda, if you remember him, would follow the babies around. He would herd them back to their mom. He and their mom would stay near them. I have so many pictures of Wanda looking after his babies. And Bucky doesn't do that, but he doesn't actively attack the babies or hurt them. They're just another member of the flock, and that's about it for him. So, if we're looking at this, obviously Peaches and Yelena are my big ones. As far as other drakes, I don't really have currently. I have Howard, but he's not a breeder drake because he fails the hardiness. He lost a couple of toes to frostbite, so he is not hardy enough, and consequently he's really related to everybody else, so he doesn't. Ren is my other current Muscovy drake, and as of now, he's got Bucky's hardiness, and I'm happy with that. He's got a solid temperament. His color's not ideal, and he comes from Quacky, so he does come from okay egg-laying lines. So I would consider him, but he's currently related to everybody. And the same thing with Dusk as a hen. She laid consistently this year. She's made it through one winter. If she makes it to another, she'll officially be nice and hardy. She's an okay mother, a good brooder, friendly, and good with the flock, and she's really pretty. But she's related to everybody. She's pretty much related to everybody, so they're currently off the table. So as far as pairs go, I think you can see from this chart why Bucky, Peaches, and Yelena are the ones that get paired up the most. Those three have the vast majority of the kids, and then I toss Quacky in for some of them, partially because I'm attached to that particular line. That's Quacky is Wanda's daughter. But Quacky, I usually breed out a few of them, not a whole ton. I'm really focused on Peaches, Yelena paired with Bucky, and Carol, I actually have never hatched any of her eggs, at least not on purpose. And if I did, I don't know. We've had a couple hatches where I don't know who the parents were, and so one of Carol's eggs might have been in there, but I don't know for sure. So, that is our current breeding and why Peaches, Yelena, and Bucky are almost always the primary breeding trio out of my ducks. So, if you have any other questions, let me know. If you want me to go over why I keep some ducks and not others, let me know. I'm happy to do that. Anyway, that's it for today, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.